Welcome to this video about the summary of the Las Vegas Tip Challenge in 2019. It was the beginning of November. This is the drive down into Las Vegas. You could see it's literally in the middle of nowhere. And this is Horseman's Park. It's a great big facility. We had the whole facility to ourselves, which was very cool. And there was 2 arenas, a bunch of warm-up arenas, turnouts. And this parking lot to your left here ended up being full of trailers. We had a huge turnout for the first ever Las Vegas Tip Challenge and the Wild Showdown, which was the open show part of it. But this video is just going to be about the Tip Challenge. And I just want to give you guys a little tour into the venue, and it was pretty big, and they were super welcoming to the Mustang community, which is really nice. They were excited for us to be there. We are sometimes the redheaded stepchild of the horse world, so it's very nice to have people that are so excited to have us be there. I love these barns. I love all these shed row barns with a nice overhang. They were nice big stalls. I like the Dutch doors. Really great facility. There were showers there. This arena we're coming up to right now is called the Flamingo Arena, and next year it will be covered. So if we come back, we'll probably just use this side of the venue and use that covered arena. And then this was the show office where we checked everybody in, and our awesome helpers were able to stay in there and get things done. This is Ashley checking in Jessica Debakowski, and Isidro is going to put butt brands on horses with paint. Who's this?
Montana.
This is Montana? How old is Montana?
1 year old.
Is this your first tip challenge?
No, this is my 3rd.
This is your 3rd. Awesome. Well, thank you. Who's this?
I'm Allie Rainwater, and this is Sundance. He's from a little Oahe, HMA, 3-year-old.
Matt Barnes. This is Bellagio, or Bella, as we call her.
Oh my goodness.
We're from just west of Fort Worth, Texas.
Awesome.
She's a good girl when she listens, but she's a burro, so.
Well, excited to have you. Thanks for coming all this way.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for having us.
Well, you're picking, dude. That's why you're coming with me. That is freaking awesome. Oh my gosh. Is she wearing a straight jacket? Oh my gosh. Do you have a straight jacket on? Nice. That is freaking awesome. Too cool. Oh my gosh. Hey, dude. Hey, buddy. This looks like the barnyard. This is too funny.
This is barns.
The barns is this?
Yep. Hey, she even has the name on it.
Oh my gosh. Cute. I love that everybody decorated.
So how are we supposed to do this? You face the climbing?
Yeah, no, I'm just videoing. I'm going to put a video up.
I just stick the stickers
Oh,
on.
Poseidon. Is it dirt? I got it. No.
And it goes with the song that we're doing.
I think it is. You guys did awesome.
We're scaring the horses with animal noises at the moment.
Are you serious? Trick-or-treaters? Not really? Couple? Very cool. We're seeing what's You guys can come on over and grab a hot dog and some snacks. That's very cool. Oh my gosh.
That's the big chicken.
The big chicken. Hi guys. I love how much fun everybody had with this. So I wanted to tell everyone kind of what a tip challenge is and go over each of the classes and what was asked of everybody. So anyone who wants to do one has an idea that it's totally doable. This class is the handling and conditioning class. And the first obstacle, you have to go and turn your horse loose in a round pen. Ideally, take the halter off. Amy just decided not to, and that's okay. And then you have to go back in and catch your horse. So that's one of the basic tip requirements for the trainer incentive program. And then we had people walk their horse out, and then they had to go and trot these cones. It's just like a little cone serpentine, and we're looking for the horse being very listening, being responsive, not having to be pulled, and then they had to load on a trailer. And this is like another basic tip challenge that every horse should be able to do. So load quietly on a trailer and ideally back off the trailer, which Lindsay did great there. And then we had to go walk over to a barrel that's going to have a brush on it because we really want to make sure that the horse can be groomed and all the tip requirements can be met. They're also being judged on conditioning. So the condition of the horse, is it clean? Is it in good weight? Is it shiny? Does it look healthy? That sort of thing. And you get more points, of course, if your horse ground ties really well, like this horse does here. This is a great example of a horse that's relaxed and okay and able to be groomed and is totally fine with being groomed. You see how she's brushing down the legs, and you don't have to go to this extent, but of course if your horse can do it, it's a great way to show them off. You don't have to ground tie him, but of course it makes, extra points. And then you got to trot him in hand down to the next barrel. And every tip challenge, the course will be a little bit different, but it'll have all these types of similar things. And then halt, and then we want to show that you can pick up all 4 feet. Another basic requirement for the trainer incentive program. And here Jessie is doing a great job on a horse that she's distracted and a little bit nervous, but you can tell she's done her homework and really did some training on this horse because the horse stands and is still, listening to her handler, even though she's a little bit nervous. So that was a great job picking up all 4 feet. And she threw the rope over her neck instead of ground tying, which is fine. The horse still stood still. Then they had to back their horse. And we wanted to make sure that the horse was soft and they could back really well, and then do a 360 turn on the haunch. And Stacy does a great job here. You see that hind foot stays planted and she pivots around it. Really good job. So it's a little bit of a combination of like a showmanship class and handling conditioning. Then all the competitors got to do this great photo shoot with amazing photographer Rhonda Gregorio with Gregorio Photography, which was pretty exciting. Some really, really special photos she captured with this. And Mustang Maddie did an awesome demo during the lunch both days. And then in this class is the trail class, which is the second class that they were judged on. They had to trot over those poles, and then they had this rocking bridge that they had to go over, which Carrie does a great job here. And her horse is, just really well turned out, really, really pretty, good weight, shiny. Then they had to walk through these noodles, which was kind of funny to watch some horses jump over them and be silly. And then you had some horses that just really did great job, like this one here, just calmly walking through those. Then there was this rope gate that they had to go through. And it was interesting kind of see how people navigated that. This combo. Shannon and her horse did a great job, just calmly walking through that gate. And she's showing her horse can back softly and closing the gate. That was a great job. The next obstacle proved to be quite a bit of problem for a lot of people, and Hannah does a fabulous job here. They had a side pass over to that mailbox, and inside the mailbox is a bell, and they had to ring the bell. And what a lot of people ended up having to do was, or have a problem with, is their horse didn't stand. Once they put them there, the horse wanted to move and follow them. And here, Hannah's horse just really listened to her and stayed where she wanted her to go. And she pretty much did a perfect job on this obstacle. Really, really well done. And then they had to side pass back over the pole and then walk off. So really great job. And this next obstacle was the pedestal, and that pedestal was actually the top prize for the burro champion. And it was done by Amy Lent and her mom. They do obstacles. I'll put a link below. Just for Fun is their Facebook page. They make a lot of obstacles, and I can put a link below for that. And they did a great job on that pedestal. So they had to put their front feet on the pedestal and stand for 10 seconds. And people did all variations of that. And the last obstacle was a backing chute. So they had to back up. It's just an L. So it's just showing how versatile the horse is. And all the competitors in this tip challenge, I let them know ahead of time what the obstacles were going to be so that they could practice at home. But pretty much any variation, you're going to back, you're going to side pass, you're going to walk over things. You should be ready for that. Judge Wylene did an awesome demo. You can check her out in the link below. She will be competing in Road to the Horse 2020. Rhonda from Gregorio Photography had this awesome idea of taking a Mustang down to Fremont Street, which a long time ago, the Mustangs used to run free on in Fremont, in that area, before Vegas came to be. And this horse that Mustang Maddie is riding is actually was a Nevada Wild Mustang. His name is Turk. He's a pretty cool horse. None of this fazed him. Super excited to have been there.